What is meta? Meta is when a certain champion is good in a certain patch because of items or playstyles that work in that patch. For instance, someone we're going to be focusing on today, Rammus, worked really well with the new Thornmail because it gave him a little bit of bonus health, a little bit of bonus damage, and it built from Bramblebest now, which is a really cheap item that pretty much gave you Thornmail proc, which is really good with his passive and his W. So it worked really well with him, which made his win rate go up a lot, which made him really good in that meta. And it became a good tank meta with Thornmail. And with Cinderhulk being buffed a little bit by making it a little bit cheaper, it buffed up two items that help tanks a lot, which made it so tank meta became a thing. While meta's a good guideline, it isn't necessary for you to follow meta all the time. Some champions, if you're good at, it doesn't matter what meta you're in, you can always play him. Lee Sin, almost any meta you can play him. He does have a fall off, but you can still play him even in tank metas and such. Compositions with meta matters a lot because certain compositions like tanks and heals will counter that of a poke comp, but a siege comp can take over what a tank comp can't and get objectives a lot quicker, so that can make a siege composition really good in certain metas. In solo queue, composition doesn't really matter. People are just going to be playing what they enjoy and what they're good at, and that's okay because composition in solo queue doesn't matter. Meta doesn't matter in solo queue. That's really the gist of this video. Meta does not change what is going to happen in solo queue. People are just going to play what they like, and that's just going to happen, and that's okay because it shouldn't matter. Meta is just something that works overall. It's not for specific players. It's for styles of play that work better than others, but any style works, and that style should fit you and what you enjoy in League. Let's take a look at Graves from the most recent patch. He's only got a 47% win rate. Now, he used to be at a 53-54% win rate earlier in this preseason, in Season 7. This happened because Graves isn't as good as he used to be, but he still works phenomenally with those Graves mains, and in solo queue that's what matters. It doesn't matter what your team is picking, because it might be that they have 200 games on that champion, while, the meta characters, they only have 4 games on. Would you rather have your jungler be a first-time Nautilus, or a third-time Nautilus, or a 200th game Graves that has Mastery 6? It's those things that make meta so annoying, because people think that you have to play meta in order to climb, when in reality you just play what you enjoy. Meta should not change what you play. Meta might change what you play, but it should change your style. It should not change what you do. It should change how you do it. A champion for this patch that really brings this out in the most recent patches is Master Yi. He's always been known as one of those farming junglers, not really a heavy ganker early. Now, with the new catch-up XP, you can't really just heavy farm and do nothing to help your teammates. You're not going to win the game by doing that. So rather than adjusting your champion and changing the champion that you enjoy, you change your style. So you gank more early. You stop focusing on only farming, and you choose to help your team more early. So that means that you maybe do half clear, and then go find a gank, and then go back to your jungle, or go back to another lane, and get another gank, and then go back into the jungle. So you're maybe farming longer, but you're getting ganks in there to help your team. You're changing your style to fit what the meta says, but you're still playing the champion that you enjoy, and that's what really matters. Now, for this patch as well, in something like top lane, you have something like a Malzahar that's number 1, but he's only got a 1% pick rate. That means only the Malzahar mains are playing him top lane, and they're winning with him. Yorick being above Maokai is really just because of the tank meta starting to dwindle away, and that's because of Bramblevest nerfs and Cinderhulk nerfs. They were really good, but now Riot is understanding that they were too strong, so they're nerfing them, and that's hitting champions like Rammus and like Maokai hard down, and that's letting champions like Aurelia, Yorick, Fiora, after these nerfs, they're going to be more prevalent, and they're going to actually be able to get into meta, and that's really how meta shifts and changes, by these small item changes that really actually mean a lot when most people don't even notice it, and that's why meta is usually discussed so much by pros. Something you might want to know is champions like Ezreal right now and Gangplank are really strong because of Kleptomancy. You just gotta look at the runes for this preseason and see what you like. And that's really how you'll like your new playstyles that you're going to be having. You're just going to have to play, figure out what you like during the preseason, and then that'll help you climb for next season. These weren't really climbing tips. I know they were just really just rambling about meta. Uh, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.